Good afternoon and welcome to the Career and Technical Student Organizations Supporting Students, Advisors, School Districts, and Business Communities webinar. I'm Gretchen Schwalbach. I will be your facilitator today, and your moderator is Karen Olsnick. First, let me cover a few technical points for those of you who are new as well as returning to our webinars. Only speakers will be audible. We expect our presentation to last approximately 45 minutes. We will have 15 minutes for questions at the end. You may submit a question by typing it into the question panel in the upper right corner of your screen. We will attempt to answer questions in the order they are received. We are broadcasting from multiple locations today, so there may be delays between presenters. Please be patient and bear with us. If you become disconnected during the webinar, immediately call 518-723-2137. For your information and reference, today's webinar is being recorded and will be available on the CTE Technical Assistance Center website at nyctecenter.org. From this website, you will be able to download today's entire PowerPoint. As a quick side note, you may be looking for a particular bit of information today, listening for ideas for one particular CTE discipline area. We encourage you to stay tuned during our entire presentation with a reminder that any idea or suggestion you may hear today can most likely be duplicated in your CTE discipline, program, your school, or your community.
Good afternoon and welcome to all our presenters and participants. This afternoon we will be talking about career and technical student organization benefits to students, advisors, school districts, and business communities. My name is Karen Olsnick. I am a former business teacher and a CTE department supervisor at Bethlehem Central School District. I will be serving as moderator during today's webinar. Because we are confident today's presentation will whet your appetite for more information, we are including an infomercial for upcoming discussions around CTSOs. In October, we have lined up 3 CTSOs to share with you what currently works well for their clubs. The second October webinar will share specific means for cost-cutting at conferences and share with you their tips for successful membership drives. In November, FCCLA and Skills USA will give examples of how they successfully integrate the Common Core standards through their CTSO. And our final webinar in this series will consist of a dialogue between businesses and CTSO students on employability skills. These airing dates will be published shortly. For our foundation information and use of acronyms today, CTSO, or Career and Technical Student Organizations, are formal groups recognized by our Board of Regents. These groups engage students at the high school and college levels. A few include membership at the middle school range. New York's 7 CTSOs are organized around specific occupational education programs. Each has a focus on student leadership development. Today's CTE courses and student organizations replace old, outdated vocational courses with updated classes and skills prep programs that prepare students for today's challenging college programs and exciting careers in our present economy. My personal experience as a teacher and FBLA advisor confirms research findings that the long-lasting results and effects of active student membership in CTSOs increases students' sense of self. CTSO membership builds self-confidence while also providing a career and college focus. CTSOs provide many opportunities for students who may otherwise not have become interested in or invested in their own education. Today we'll hear from students and advisors on the benefits they have received through participation in a CTSO. Our 7 CTSO presenters today will cover 7 examples of how their CTSO provided or enhanced their CTE academic learning and teaching styles. Students and advisors will talk about practicing leadership and communication skills through various venues their CTSO has provided. Students will explain becoming career-ready through improved decision-making and problem-solving they faced while participating in various CTSO activities. We will hear how some groups are busy working in their communities through organized volunteer efforts, how others are gaining personal recognition by competing academically. We will discover what networking means to CTSO members and how they use it to their advantage. And all our groups operate within the democratic process in meetings on many levels. They use Robert's Rules of Order and elect officers. And lastly, we will hear members and advisors share what gains they enjoy from their social interactions through CTSO local, state, and national levels. New York's 7 CTSOs are represented here today: DECA, FBLA, HOSA, FCCLA, FFA, Skills USA, and TSA. Our first speaker today is Jeff Plummer, who is a state advisor and member of the board of directors for Skills USA. Jeff is accompanied by his student and Skills USA state treasurer, Paige Chaplin. Both Jeff and Paige are from the Southern Adirondack Ed Center.
Good afternoon, this is Paige. Skills USA offers students the opportunity to be a part of the annual Fall Leadership Conference. The conference is used to introduce members to the Skills USA Program or Work, or PAL. Participants will be actively involved in developing material that they can then share with their chapters. The 7 areas are professional development, community service, ways and means, Skills USA Championships, employment, public relations, and social activities.
Good afternoon, this is Jeff Plummer. Thanks for having us. Skills USA offers advisors and instructors a series of online modules and lesson plans that can be utilized in the classroom. The modules include common practices as well as self-assessment activities for both advisors and the students. Our program of work is designed to have instructors participate with students outside of the classroom in chapter promotion as well as community service. Skills USA offers over 40 work readiness assessments that are reviewed and updated every 3 years and can be used to meet both industry standards as well as the New York State requirements for program certification.
Good afternoon, this is Paige again. Several schools in New York recognize the commitment of their students that they have participated in Skills USA through annual awards and scholarships to Skills USA students. Skills USA is used as a public relations piece to highlight accomplishments of their students. Skills USA members are encouraged to attend a Board of Education meeting to speak on behalf of Skills USA and CTE. The business community appreciates the professionalism and character strengths of Skills USA members and supports the organization through their volunteer work and generous donations from both local and state levels.
Our next speakers are Elizabeth Garofalo, business teacher, FBLA advisor, and past chair of the Board of Trustees, Derek Trost, FBLA study officer, and also speaking for FBLA is Jennifer Judge, business teacher in New York State FBLA Board of Trustee chair.
Jennifer, are you ready? Seems like we're having a little trouble hearing Jennifer or connecting with her, so Karen will continue. And I'm pleased to be reading from their student slide, and it is notable that they're very proud 2004 marks our 50th year as a state association. New York State FBLA has plans to celebrate this great accomplishment during our State Leadership Conference next April. FBLA prides itself on our goals. One of our goals is to assist in the transition from school to work or school to college. We believe that our programs help to enhance our members' ability to make decisions and solve problems. During the fall, FBLA offers fall district meetings and a national fall leadership conference that provide resources to our members in this area. During February, our New York State members gather to compete in several competitive events that focus on decision-making and problem-solving. Events such as basic decision-making, management decision-making, entrepreneurship and marketing, and others allow our members to compete in both theory and performance. Many of our events focus on the presentation aspect of their topic. While some events are for individual presentation, we have many that offer team presentations as well. We are always proud to send our state's best to the National Leadership Conference in June. Jennifer, are you on now? All right, I'm going to continue for Jennifer on the FBLA advisors slide. For the most part, FBLA advisors also serve as teachers. I have found it very easy to integrate our FBLA competitive events and program of work into my curriculum. Such events as business plan, local chapter annual report, accounting, word processing, and marketing, just to name a few, fit very nicely into my daily lessons. This can serve as a catalyst for student members who want to compete in these specific areas. FBLA chapters are very visible in their communities. I believe that school and community service, as well as leadership, should be the guiding force behind our chapters. Our chapters exhibit their activities to the school and community by being part of open houses, giving presentations at Board of Education meetings, and through participation in community events. As a result, parents encourage their children to not only join our organization, but to enroll in the CTE classes we offer at our schools. In addition, students in our schools are witness to the many successes our local chapters have at district, state, and national levels. This provides another attraction into our courses. Students want to be a part of that success. I am a CTE teacher who believes that every student would benefit from the classes we offer. We teach real-world skills that will help prepare students for their future, no matter what field they choose to enter. Through my involvement in FBLA, I have created courses that help to further integrate the goals of FBLA into the classroom. Youth leadership and business experience are two examples of such courses. And Jennifer, we're going to reach out to you again. And again, I'll continue with FBLA's third slide, how school districts and business communities benefit. FBLA chapters have a very positive presence in their school and communities. Local business professionals are aware of the good things FBLA members are doing within their schools and within their communities. Because of this positive public image, FBLA members are often asked to participate in shadowing and internship experiences. When community projects come about, FBLA members are often asked to not only participate in the activities, but to lead the activities. For example, because of her involvement in FBLA, one of my previous members was asked right out of high school to serve on our county health board. FBLA members have been asked to participate in government internship programs. When part-time jobs become available within our community, business professionals reach out to our chapter to fill the positions. Our chapter was just recently asked to lead a playground project for our community. This type of networking is a remarkable result of the image that not only FBLA but all CTSOs portray in their community. Local college representatives often serve as guest speakers, workshop presenters, and judges in our competitive events. When it comes to college admissions, these academic professionals remember our members. Membership in all of our leadership organizations make a great impression when it comes to college admission and employment. I often say that involvement in FBLA not only makes my members better citizens, It has also made me a better person as well. Speaking next is FCCLA advisor Cindy Parker and her student Adriana Flint, both from the Rochester area.
Hello, I am Adriana Flint, FCCLA State President. I attend Warsaw Central School. Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America's mission is to prepare youth for their multiple roles as family member, wage earner, and community leader. FCCLA's service learning projects and volunteering increase real-world relevance to the projects we do. At the national level, projects include Autism Speaks and No Kid Hungry, where members' projects will vary. No Kid Hungry members may carry out a canned food drive, provide a free meal to the community, or raise funds to donate. The state and local levels, we also volunteer and work with many community groups like Office of the Aging to provide activities and functions, hold a winter clothing drive, collect items to repair and hand out to the community. The Warsaw members also work with the local veterans groups to collect addresses, items to pack into care packages to send to our local service people. We have done this project with our local veterans for the past 3 years and have sent over 650 care packages to date. All these activities are working with school, family, and community members who bring awareness to our goals, giving us good feelings of accomplishments, personal enjoyment, and real-world relevance.
Hi, my name is Cindy Parker, FCCLA advisor at Warsaw Central School and a member of the Board of Trustees. The Common Core standards for New York are used throughout the FCCLA programs. The programs have academic rigor that are clear and consistent of standards with a shared goals and expectations and are integrated into the family consumer science classes, which is evident and research-based, conceptual understanding, building skills for real-world problem-solving applications. These incorporate school-to-career elements and applied academics in the Family Consumer Science program. They develop career skills and learn to balance career and family responsibilities, developing their personal leadership style and building self-esteem. At the heart of FCCLA is student involvement in projects and activities that they plan, carry out, and evaluate themselves. Students sort out thoughts, analyze situations, set goals, interact with others, apply classroom knowledge, and become leaders in today's and tomorrow's families, careers, and communities. What a great way to be college and career ready.
Hi, Adriana again. FCCLA helps make the business and community leaders of tomorrow by working on projects in their schools and community, working with adults, and volunteering in school and community activities. Creative ideas and new perspectives are found in entrepreneurship. Members engage with community businesses to learn and share the different and changing societal needs, working with business people to understand the setup, cost, location, visibility, and competition to be successful. These give students the knowledge and the application of evidence and research-based real-world application to what is being taught in the classroom. FCCLA prepares students to be employable citizens by building supportive relationships and achieve established performance standards and competencies. FCCLA members are career and college ready. DECA is represented today by Caleb Duncan, President of the Central New York Region 9, and who also serves as State Secretary and Historian. Caleb is from the Syracuse area.
Thank you, and good afternoon. I would like to start off by saying that DECA was established in 1946. DECA prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management in high schools and colleges around the globe. It is my duty to inform the public that DECA is an international student organization active in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, the Virgin Islands, Canada, Italy, Mexico, and Germany, and has an international membership of more than 150,000 members who display a fierce dedication to business. Members are able to advance based on their own efforts, and this will give them effective leadership ability. Through networking and socializing professionally, members gain real-life communication skills. Through use of the competitive events program, members learn how to manage time, prioritize, and also gain business knowledge, confidence, and recognition for successes. DECA strives to give its members the tools to become academically prepared, community-oriented, professionally responsible, and experienced leaders. Advisors have opportunities to network with other educators as well as business professionals. Advisors have access to many valuable classroom resources and can use them to prepare their students and members to be college and career ready. Advisors can engage student members in DECA's competitive events program, which is in line with the Common Core standards. Members may have access to internships or other learning experiences through businesses that the district may not have been able to provide otherwise. DECA values community service and is dedicated to aiding the community. DECA encourages participation in chapter, state, and national community service campaigns. School districts can use DECA as a tool to prepare students for college and careers. Ultimately, school districts can gain recognition for their successful students and chapters, made possible by our competitive events competitions at the regional, state, and international level. I would now like to pass the presentation on to the Technology Student Association. Speaking on their behalf is Stacy Corio, member of the Board of Trustees, a TSA advisor and teacher at Williamsville North High. Stacy is accompanied by her student and state treasurer, Bill Kong.
Hello, everyone. This is Stacy Corio, TSA advisor and member of the Board of Trustees. Unfortunately, my student Bill could not be here today, so I will be reading his student slide for him. The Technology Student Association, TSA, is a national nonprofit organization of middle and high school students who have a strong interest in technology. TSA fosters personal growth, leadership, and opportunities in technology, innovation, design, and engineering. Members apply and integrate science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, also known as STEM concepts, through co-curricular activities, competitions, leadership activities, and community service. Right now, there are approximately 190,000 middle and high school students, 100% of those likely to graduate from high school, and 75% of those to be college-bound. 35% of those are female and or minority representation, with 2,500 teachers serving as advisors in 2,000-plus schools spanning 48 state delegations and a few international delegations. In both team and individual events, students are challenged to use and improve their skills in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics areas. All competitions are aligned with STEM standards, the 16 career clusters, and 10 core leadership skills, which are communication, creative thinking, critical thinking, decision-making, ethics, evaluation, organization, problem-solving, self-esteem, and teamwork. Serving as a TSA chapter advisor at your school means more than having a technology club. It means your school is part of a national organization that promotes and recognizes excellence in technology students through applied science, technology, engineering, and mathematics competitions and leadership activities. TSA gives you the opportunity to network with other advisors around the world to share ideas and activities in order to help promote your technology program and get students involved. School districts earn great recognition with TSA members competing at the local, state, and national levels. TSA members also collaborate and learn real-world skills by partnering with business and industry leaders, which helps foster postgraduate career readiness. We're joined by FFA's State Representative Julia Faye Tolofsky and FFA's State Secretary Ivy Reynolds.
Hi, so Ivy is trying to log in, but I'm going to start with students, and if she manages to get in, then fantastic. So at FSA, our mission statement says that FSA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success, all through agricultural education. Every FSA chapter in New York State is located within an agricultural education program in a formal school setting. And FSA, for those of you who may not know, stands for Future Farmers of America, but they changed it in 1988 to be more inclusive of the wide variety of careers that exist within agriculture. So within the concept of premier leadership, our students are developing speaking and presentation skills in real-world and competitive experiences. They're engaging in professional meetings on local, state, and national levels, both for meetings and conventions. Board meetings, they partner with their county and state farm bureau. They're engaged with agricultural societies and other industry organizations. And they're also very active in community service projects and community events. For personal growth, we're looking at developing the total student. Our conferences and events are designed to develop personal abilities such as character, vision, teamwork, and influence. And in 2013, well, the 2012-2013 year, we engaged about 3,000 of our members actively above the local level, so at regional, state, or national conferences were involved in that. They develop academic, career, and personal goals, and they're connected with mentors and various pathways to personal success. In 2013, 1,700 plus students participated in state-level career development events. These are competitive, academically based contests based upon industry and real-world career preparation needs. Our students meet with professionals in the agriculture industry. They develop personal work projects. They earn degrees and awards for their work-based experiences. Multiple national companies recognize FSA work-based degrees, and they'll select candidates for jobs based upon their understanding of what is required to receive those degrees. We've had students who have gotten into final rounds of interviews because they have possessed FSA degrees. So that's kind of the basic of what FSA does for students. And nationally, we have about 557,000 members. But I know that we are at a membership high, which they are not releasing until our convention. So I don't really know what that real number is. So regarding our advisors, the use of FSA events and competitions provides experiences that are already often aligned to the Common Core standards. Agriculture classes include some traditional farming knowledge, but it also includes career clusters like agribusiness, animal systems, biotechnology systems, environmental service systems, food products and processing, natural resources, plant systems, and then also power, structural, and technical systems. So everything we do is deeply rooted in agriculture, but there's a lot more than just production agriculture, and that's why our students come from such a wide background. FSA is intra-curricular, not extracurricular. Students cannot join the organization without being enrolled in an ag class, and this actually draws in and retains students, which increases course enrollment numbers for our agriculture teachers. Every FSA competitive event is designed to reinforce classwork, not to stand alone. Parents of FSA members and community partners become really vocal advocates for maintaining these CTE courses in their school, and they become active volunteers and supporters in terms of financial and other needs. And also, New York FSA advisors are receiving often professional development opportunities every single time a student event is held. FSA staff plan and deliver programming that meets requirements for ongoing development, both in understanding current agriculture needs and improving their coursework's alignment and delivery with Common Core standards. So we're always trying to make sure that FSA is augmenting the curriculum, not taking away from it or distracting from it. Annually, New York offers one of the top agricultural education professional development conferences in the nation. New York FSA advisors can also earn the opportunity for national or regional development and recognition. So a lot of our teachers are really, we're very blessed to have great teachers in New York, and there's opportunities for them to be recognized and to be brought to the top of the recognition pool within their school. And then finally, partnering with school districts and business communities is kind of what we all do, right? We have programs that students develop called Supervised Agricultural Experiences, and the conferences that we have. They provide natural partnership opportunities on local, state, and national levels with businesses and legislators. They connect students with employers and investors in school districts, and there's also significant grant opportunities to sponsor activities, so it's not something that's just coming out of the school budget. Students involved in FSA, they gain high visibility opportunities to draw attention to local school districts or sponsoring partners. From opening the state fair to speaking at industry conferences, FSA has notoriety that puts local students in a more than local spotlight, and that communicates that a school is being effective, and that's really important. Schools and businesses can point to the success of students from previous years to affirm their role in preparing young people for college, career, and community success. a lot of our partners are excited to say, I partner with FFA, look what my investment did, and we are more than happy to let them do that. So that's kind of how we partner with students, advisors, school districts, and business communities. And our 7th CTSO represented today is HOSA, Health Occupation Student Association, and speaking on their behalf is Karen Olenek.
And again, I'm happy to speak for HOSA because of conflicting schedules. So under students and the opportunities that HOSA provides them, the purpose of HOSA organization, Future Health Professionals, is to develop leadership and technical health occupational skill competencies through a program of motivation, awareness, and recognition. These are an integral part of the health science education instructional program. By participating with our classmates and other HOSA members during planning, meetings, and conferences, we learn who we are as individuals and how to use those skills within our chosen career fields. We practice leadership qualities and skills and communicating more effectively with people. Our personal character and citizenship traits develop through hands-on experiences outside the normal classroom and within a field of study we enjoy. And HOSA from an advisor standpoint. Today's advancing technology increases the effectiveness and efficiency of our healthcare system. Along with those advances come the helpful conferences and online resources to help teacher advisors enhance their classroom teaching. Readily available for instructors is a host of items, ranging from instructional demonstration videos to classroom simulations, advisor handbooks, competitive events, and even contacts and information for the Medical Reserve Corps. All of these aid teachers in developing the most challenging instructional strategies to be afforded their students. And HOSA benefits to the business and communities. The top medical officer for the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps kicked off the 2013 HOSA Washington Leadership Academy on September 21 in Crystal City, Virginia, with nearly 200 state officers, advisors, and guests attending. Vice Admiral Matthew L. Nathan, U.S. Navy Surgeon General and Chief Bureau of Medicine and Surgery, ended his presentation and recognized HOSA members with this quote, "Obviously, you've culled yourself from the herd as being somebody who wants to lead rather than be led." Those remarks kicked off this year's 2013-14 membership drive with the challenge of achieving a record 30th straight year of membership growth for HOSA. The HOSA Inc. Board of Directors, Executive Council, and national staff are ready to assist in meeting this challenge in order to continue to meet the healthcare demands of our ever-changing society. HOSA welcomes partnerships with all community organizations seeking to mentor students and invite them into their learning environments. That concludes our formal presentations from today's students, teachers, and advisors. I'd like to leave you with this list of resources and contact information, which continues on our next slide. There are many more online sites, connections, and people to answer questions and address issues that you may be facing in your program or school district. We want to thank all of today's speakers who each did an outstanding job not only preparing for but presenting today. Many are teaching and maintaining complicated schedules. Their presence today and that of you as a webinar participant indicates the wide interest in and support for career and technical student organizations. This screen provides the state representatives and contact information for all 7 CTSOs heard from today. Again, we urge you to remain aware of our follow-up webinars on CTSOs during October and November, and we turn now to address questions sent in to us today.
I had a few questions come in during the webinar. The first question I'd like to address is how many CTSOs are there?
The question was how many CTSOs are there? And again, in New York, we have 7 within 7 discipline areas. DECA for marketing programs, FBLA for business and inclusive business programs, HOSA for health occupations, FCCLA for family, career, and community leaders, FFA for farming and other agricultural careers. Skills USA include the trade skills, formerly called DECA, and TSA focused around technology education programs. So that's 7 in all.
The next question was, what is the difference between DECA and FBLA? I'm a business teacher. How do I choose which CTSO to start?
And Caleb, if you want to chime in, but I can quickly say that DECA stands for Distributed Education.
Welcome to Education.
Marketing with a focus perhaps on sequences and internships available, whereas FBLA is more inclusive of a general business program. So
I would like to say, if I could chime in now, DECA does provide students with opportunities to become involved in the competitive events program that does encompass marketing, finance, hospitality, and business management and administration. We are a very broad spectrum, and there are a lot of different things that students can pick from. And if you do some research on both DECA and other CTSOs, you can probably be able to determine which one would be most beneficial to your school or your students.
Great. Thank you for that perspective, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
That came in is, how do I start a FCCLA club at school? Are teachers paid for the time as club advisors?
Do we have FCCLA people on that would like to answer this?
Yes. FCCLA chapters can be started usually through working with your administration, telling them that you're interested. And and whether or not you're paid is determined by your school and your probably the contract that the teachers have that with the school administration.
Today's webinar includes all the state representative contacts, and also state and national websites are available for help too, for anyone who wants to start any of the programs.
Great. I have audio, so you have to be quiet.
I think that concludes our questions for today. And that being the case, we'd like to suggest your next steps to our participants or our listeners. As an advocate for CTE, consider a CTSO as value added for your classroom, your school, and your community. We want to thank you again for your interest in career and technical student organizations, and we look forward to talking with you in October. Again, thank you to our presenters and our listeners today.